Tonight we take a musical world tour with music from different eras, cultures, and styles. Our guests are some of the finest world and jazz musicians, each with an extensive performing and teaching background in New England. Please welcome women in world jazz.
Take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. You gotta take away my life. I just want someone to hold me and rock me through the night. Give me one reason to stay here. But you gotta make me change my mind. Give me one reason to stay here. Give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Give me just one reason why I should stay. 'Cause I don't wanna leave you lonely. I told you that I love you. Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing all right? Oh, come on, y'all can do better than that. How are you doing on this beautiful evening? You doing all right? All right, all right, all right. So as mentioned, we are Women in World Jazz, and we're going to take you for a little bit of a tour around the world. But of course, we're going to start right here in the United States with someone who kind of started not too far from where we are. She got her start in Boston, and of course, we're talking about Miss Tracy Chapman. And she, yes, you can clap for her, that's okay. And she went on to win 6 Grammy Award nominations, including Album of the Year, and she won Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. And we're just so happy to be able to bring some of her music to all of you.
And our first stop, as Candida mentioned, on our world tour, we're going to take you to Brazil. We're featuring music solely written by women composer today. And the first composer is Dona Onichi. Dona Onichi wrote her first compilation for her first CD at the age of 73. She served as a cultural minister for her region in the Amazon, and she just embarked on her musical career fairly late, but she's still going strong with a second CD. Our song is called No Meio de Pichu, in the middle of Pichu, and it will be sang in Brazilian Portuguese.
Namoradeira, namora malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando maior erro. Na toca tu ver o peso no meio do bicho, no meio do bicho, no meio do bicho, no meio do bicho, no meio do bicho. Eu foi quem tá carimbou lá no ver o peso, urubu sobrevoando. Vê prever, parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que você vai passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você. No meio do bicho, 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 no meio do bicho. Urubu malandro foi passear lá na Marajó, com mais de tudo, mas vivia num tristeza só. Urubu eu perguntou, o que tu passa, compadre? Eu trato de minha branca, do ver o peso da sacanagem. Lá é só pra piscar, no meio da malandragem. Fica bem no fogo, na entrevista, o tudo sai. No meio de bicho, 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 no meio de bicho. All right, vamos assim. Laurie Goldsmith on guitar. Eu vou cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso, urubu sobrevoando, e logo poder prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que você vai passar, eu vou cantar bom pra você. No meio do bicho, 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 no meio do bicho. Urubu malandro foi passear lá na Marajó, come de tudo, mas vivia de um tristeza só. Urubu eu perguntou, o que se passa, compadre? Com saudade de minha branca, viver o peso da sacanagem. Lá estou pra piscar, no meio da malandragem. Fica bem no foto, na entrevista, na reportagem. No meio do bicho, 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 who made it please you. Obrigada, obrigada, obrigada.
And from Brazil, we're going to South Africa. No? Okay. Hold on. Okay. As mentioned, we're going to South Africa. We're going to play a song by the composer named Miriam Makeba, who I'm sure many of you have heard of. She was also known as Mama Africa. She was a singer, an actress, a civil rights activist, a UN Goodwill Ambassador, and many more roles to her fame. The song that we're going to perform for you is called Pata Pata, which loosely translated means touch, touch. It's also the name of a dance. That said, if you feel like moving, get into your grooving. Pata Pata.
Pata Pata is the name of a dance they do down Johannesburg way. And every time when Pata Pata starts to play, everybody starts to dance. He your mama, he your ma. 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 Go ahead, y'all. Everybody put their hands together for me. Saxophone. Sakuga sat.
Nati pata pata.
Sakuga sat chubega.
Nati pata pata.
Sakuga sat.
Nati pata pata.
Sakuga sat chubega.
Nati pata pata.
He your mama, he your ma.
Nati pata pata.
He your mama, he your ma.
Nati pata pata.
He your mama, he your ma.
Nati pata pata.
He your mama, he your ma.
Nati pata pata.
Every Friday and Saturday night, Pata Pata starts. It's time. The dance keeps going all night long until the morning light begins to shine. Hey! He your mama, he your ma. He your mama, he your ma. Diane Gately. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so which one? This mic? This one? Yeah? Okay. What's happening? Today, the mics are low today. Yeah? Yeah, very low. And also the guitar is up.
All right, is everybody having a good time so far? You liking your trip around the world? You collecting all of those miles? What do you think?
No, I know. I'm talking about both our mics, Carol. When we talk, they can. You're on 10. No, it's not Candida. It's me and you. Candida's fine. Thank you very much. And our next stop will be Israel. You hear me better? Thank you, Carol, for letting us know. It's always good to have ears in the crowd. We appreciate it, and feel free to come and let us know. We will feature a song called Bashana Haba'ah. In Hebrew, it means next year. It talks about a lot of different hopes and yearnings for the next year to do with family and being peaceful in the fields, watching the kids playing, watching the birds migrating in the sky. It's a beautiful song that's been adapted to 6 other languages, we found out. Amongst some are German, Finnish, Spanish, Japanese. But today we will sing it in Hebrew, and I'd like to invite a special guest, Ayla Kobe, to sing and to play clarinet.
השנה הבאה נשב על המרפסת ונצפות ציפורים נודדות. ילדים בחופשה ישחקו תופסת בין הבית לבין השדות. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. בשנה הבאה נשב על המרפסת ונרקוד ציפורים נודדות. ילדים בחופשה ישחקו תופסת בין הבית לבין השדות. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה. עוד תראה כמה טוב יהיה בשנה הבאה.
Thank you very much.
Ayla Kobe, Diane Heffner. Okay, so next we're going to take you way out into the Atlantic Ocean. And we're going to go to a place where my family, my grandparents are from, the Cape Verde Islands. How many of you have heard of the Cape Verde Islands? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, for the rest of you, look it up on Google, okay? But I'm just going to say it's a group of islands off of the coast of Africa, Senegal to be exact. So you can start there, okay? And so there's lots of wonderful music, and we're going to feature a woman by the name of Tete Alinho. And Tete is a contemporary composer, singer, and she tours all over the place. She has toured in the United States as well. And she writes lots of songs that talk about the different things that are happening in Cabo Verde. And one of the things when, we get a lot of rain here and sometimes we complain, but in Cabo Verde, when they get rain, they rejoice because the rain hardly ever falls. So the song says, it's dia que chuva vem, the day the rains come. And it just basically says that when the day the rains come, I'm going to come and get you, and we're going to dance, and we're going to fly, and we're going to rejoice, and we're going to see the smiles of the children, and we're going to see the smiles of the farmers, and we're going to fly over the corn that's growing, and we're just going to be hopeful for our country because of the rain that has fallen.
And right before we introduce you to this lovely song, we'd like to introduce you to this lovely rhythm called the clave. That is the backbone of this song. The clave rhythm actually comes from Cuba, not from Cape Verde, but there's a lot of sharing of culture and information amongst the different countries, and in this particular song, the clave is featured quite heavily. So we would like to have you join us singing or playing the clave, and we brought these two sticks. So we're going to demonstrate the clave and maybe even put something in words for it so you'll remember it. And right before we do this, I would love to know if someone is familiar with the clave rhythm around here. Okay, no worries, you'll be very familiar by the end of this. So we're going to go like this, and Diane will join us on the clave, and it goes like this. Excellent. Let's have everybody clap along with us. So there's this side of the clave, which is 2 strokes and 3 strokes. How about we say, hi there.
How are you?
Let's try it. Hi there.
How are you?
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 Now try to think of these words and it will help you remember where to play the clave. We're going to start with a little rhythm section part that will give you all the chance you need to brush on those clave rhythms. And the more you do it, the more fun the song will be. And one other thing, if one of you would like to come and play the clave with us, there's an extra pair.
Dia que chuva vem, eu vou buscando bem dançar. Dançar, esperança para amanhã que tá chegar. Dia que chuva vem, eu vou buscando bem voar. Voo de esperança para nós terra no tamar. Anta dançar no ar, da pensa nos meninos, da pensa mais sorriso brincador. Viva amor, vive mista crescer. Da pensa mais que assim que bem acabar. Diga que chuva vem, que vai buscar não vem dançar. Dançar, esperança para amanhã da chegar. Diga que chuva vem, que vai buscar não vem voar. Voo de esperança para nós terra que não tamar. Anta voa amor, que pensa nos meninos, que pensa no sorriso do lavrador. Anta voa amor, vive mista crescer, que pensa macas de que bem acabar. Com florescer, a esperança de renascer, de voltar para ser enxada. Que se torna a sorrir, Cabo Verde torna a florir, ser mais fácil continuar. E que chuva vem, que vai buscar, vem dançar. dança de esperança para amanhã que tá chegar. Diga chuva, venta, vai buscar no bem voar. Pouco de esperança para nós estar no tamar. Onde dança no ar, tá pensando nos meninos, tá pensando no sorriso do lavrador. Onde boa mágoa, vida mista crescer, tá pensando macas pica bem acabar.
Let's hear it, guys.
Ai, 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 pique chuva bem, ai, 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 pique chuva bem, xaré. Escalando, chorando, de papo, tudo, xaré. Pique chuva bem, dá pra buscar no bem voar. Pique chuva bem, dá pra buscar no bem voar. Ai, 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 pique chuva bem, ai, 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 pique chuva bem.
Diane Gately on drums.
And who are our clave players?
My name's Pat.
Pat and
Sonia.
Sonia. Let's hear from Miss Pat and Miss Sonia.
Pat and Sunny, please see us after the show. We'd like to give you a download card of all of our music for your bravery and your participation. We really appreciate it.
So let's give them another round of applause.
And from the Cape Verde Islands, we are traveling to a little tiny island in the Caribbean Sea called Jamaica. We are going to perform for you a song written by a woman named Judy Moat. And if you've never heard of Judy Moat, you might have heard of someone that she worked with for many years named Bob Marley. Anyone? Okay.
Never heard of them.
So Judy was one of 3 backup singers for Bob and Bob Marley and the Wailers. They were called the I-Threes, which consisted of Judy Moat, Marcia Griffiths, and Rita Marley, Bob's wife. And together they traveled the world. And Judy, in her own right, was a wonderful songwriter. in addition to being a singer, and she also went on to record and produce albums, and she was nominated for a Grammy and is still performing today. The song that we'd like to perform for you is called Many Are Called, and we hope that you feel the spirit of the song. Reggae is a feel-good genre. We hope that you move and groove and rise to the spirit of the song, which is to stand up for what you believe is right. Many are called.
Right before, we'd like to introduce you to this new instrument on the stage. We got a special flamed melodica joining it.
1, 2.
Not as much as usual.
Can you hear me out there, folks? You're saying yes. 1, 2.
Yeah, you turned your vocals up, so it's better.
1.
Oh,
I'm on the verge of feeding back. That is.
okay, maybe not. We'd like to thank Ayla Kobe for her contribution, joining in jamming with us tonight. And we'd like to close the set with Summertime. We're going to take a short break and come back for more. And there'll be more toys to play for many more.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, yo, daddy's rich, but your mom, she's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you take to the sky. Oh, but till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With mommy and daddy standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. Oh, but till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With mommy and daddy standing by. With mommy and daddy standing by. With mommy and daddy standing Sean Coleman on bass, Diane Whitney on drums. My name's Candida Rose, Diane Hefner, Robert Goldsmith. We are Women in World Jazz. We will be right back. Don't go away. We'll be back with lots more music for you.
Thank you so much. We'll be back after a short break. And what a summer night we have. Did everybody notice that beautiful sunset?
Those silk shiny stockings that I wear when I'm with you, I wear 'cause you told me that you did that crazy you. Do we think of romance when we go to the dance? Oh no, you take a glance at those shiny stockings. Then came along some chick with great big stockings too. Then you changed your mind about me, why I never knew. I guess I'll have to find a new kind of guy who takes my shiny stockings too. Those silk shiny stockings that I wear when I'm with you, I wear 'cause you told me that you did that crazy you. Do we think of romance when we go to the dance? Oh no, you take a glance at those shiny stockings. Then came along some chick with great big stockings too. Then you changed your mind about me, why I never knew. I guess I'll have to find a new kind of guy who takes my shiny stockings too. Skidoo and your by do ya? A new guy who takes my shiny stockings too. A new guy who takes my shiny stockings too. Boop, 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 be-doo. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are going to continue with our world tour, and we came back. We decided to come back to the United States. And can anybody tell me Who did that? Did that particular song? Anybody know? I didn't hear what he said, but I don't think it was right. Ella Fitzgerald. Ella Fitzgerald. And she actually wrote the lyrics to that song along with one of her musical partners, Frank Foster. And Ella Fitzgerald, of course, was known as the First Lady of Jazz, and she had this tremendous ability to sound like an instrument when she did her scatting. And she went on to have a career that lasted 60 years, from the 1930s right through the 1990s, mid-1990s when she passed away. So we are always so thrilled to hang out with Ella Fitzgerald a little bit and do a little bit of her shiny stockings.
And that brings us back to...
Oh, we're going back to my place. Oh, okay, all right. So we're going back to Cabo Verde, to the Cape Verde Islands. And did anybody Google it by any chance while they were in the middle? No? Intermission? Okay. Anyway. So I'm going to introduce you to a young woman by the name of Lura. That's L-U-R-A. Now, are there any world music enthusiasts out there? A few? Okay. Have you heard the name Cesaria Evora by any chance? Oh, one person. Okay. So Lura had the opportunity to tour with Cesaria while Cesaria was alive, and actually did a duet song with Cesaria. But Lura, in her own right, has gone on to become the sort of a contemporary vocalist who has brought sort of traditional Cape Verdean music to the forefront. She does coladera, and she does marma, and she does batuque, and she does funana. And she wrote this song called So un Cartinha, which means just a little card. And in this card, when you go to Cabo Verde, I want you to bring me back Morabaza, which means the warmth and the hospitality of the people. And bring back un serenata, which is the songs you hear in the streets of Cabo Verde. And bring me back the mar azul, the beautiful ocean, and bring me back Nha Creceu, my love. And make sure that it doesn't weigh the suitcase down too much, okay? So un cardinha. All right. Okay, I need everybody to put their hands together for me right here. Dia copa pa caber vou perguntar o que cumpria dela pra vou trazer. Dia copa pa caber vou perguntar o que cumpria dela pra vou trazer. Olha, pergunta que vou fazer. Vou querer saber o que cumpre para vou trazer. Olha, pergunta que vou fazer. Vou querer saber o que cumpre minha terra. Trazer som cartinha para pesar na bomada. Trazendo um cartinha, uma gozegrinha. Trazendo um cartinha, pra pesar na bomala. Trazendo um cartinha, uma gozegrinha. Mana que cartinha trazer, mora perto. Que cartinha trazer, serenata. Mana che cartinha trazer Nha Creceu, che cartinha trazer tudo que é mar azul. Trazer com cartinha pra pesar na bomala. Trazer com cartinha a gozegrinha. Trazer com cartinha pra pesar na bomala. Trazendo cartinha, uma gozegrinha. So Cape Verdeans love to dance. There you go. Cape Verdeans love to dance. So if you feel like getting up and doing a little two-step, please don't be shy, because it's all right.
Trazem cartinha, bota pesar na bomala. Trazem cartinha, uma doceguinha. Trazem cartinha, bota pesar na bomala. Trazem cartinha, uma doceguinha. Trazem cartinha, bota pesar na bomala. Trazem cartinha, uma doceguinha. Trazem cartinha, bota pesar na bomala. Trazem cartinha, uma doceguinha. Mana que cartinha trazer, mora pesa. Que cartinha trazer serenata, mana que cartinha trazer minha queixer, que cartinha trazer do teu mar azul.
Candida Rose.
Thank you, thank you. Let's hear it for all of my dancers out there.
Fabulous, fabulous. What a night. And I see toes are tapping, bodies are moving. That's a good sign. Because we're going to ask you to do so much more on the next one. And remember, I've given you a few hints that that's coming. I know this is August in New England, but I want you to pretend that we are in February in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil and bringing the carnival, the beautiful Brazilian carnival. Our next song called Abrialas. Abrialas literally means clear the eyes. Here we come. It was written by this lovely composer that was active during the 19th and the 20th century. She was quite a figure, in addition to being the first woman conductor and composer of the first marchinha in Brazil. She also fought slavery in Brazil and was quite vocal about it. Chiquinha Gonzaga, celebrating today with her people, virtual celebration, every birthday that she has, it's a celebration of Brazilian popular song in Rio. We're going to invite you to march with us. We're going to clear the aisles, or we maybe create an aisle right around here. There's plenty of shaker instruments that are essential for the carnival, and we'd like you to just follow. We're going to do a little conga line, and let's shake some legs. Yes. Yeah. All right, and before we do this, I just want to give a big shout to our Access Cable TV right here in Nashua. We got Jim McLean on the camera tonight. And we got Cal Raymond from the Nashua Library putting together all these wonderful summer series, outdoor summer series when possible. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you for inviting us. And let's get the carnival going.
top. All right, Tal's gonna be the leader. Okay, follow Tal, follow Tal. Y'all looking good, y'all looking good. Come on, let's get that shaking, shake it, shake it, shake it. You wanna come march with me? Come on. Let's bring mommy in here. Losing the train, look. How we doing back there? We doing all right? Oh, abrialas, eu quero passar. Oh, abrialas, eu quero passar. Eu sou da linha, não posso negar. Eu sou da linha, não posso negar. Oh, abrialas, eu quero passar. Oh, abrialas, eu quero passar. Eu sou da linha, não posso negar. Eu sou da linha, não posso negar.
Let's hear you guys. Make lots of noise.
Come on, shake those shakers, everybody. Hey!
Give yourself a big round of applause.
Y'all look good.
Nashua, you rock.
Hold on to the shakers, because we're gonna need some more shaking. Yes, we're gonna need some more shaking.
We're going to close our performance today with Calypso of Hope. This is a song that comes from the tradition of Trinidad. It's an original. We'd like to involve you playing percussion, but if you didn't get your hand on a good percussion, but you have a good singing voice, we'd like to call you right here to the stage. We're going to teach you a small little part that would be very effective if you sing with us. And remember, the first two get a card, just like these other two. Oh,
Any singers? Any singers? Come on.
Pat? Excellent. We got a return. She already has a card, but we can accommodate two more people if they'd like to come and learn this song.
One more. All right.
And while we're getting ready for this little teaching session, I want to tell you about our next performance. We like to play in libraries because, as you can tell, we like to go around the world, but we also like to educate and share information about these wonderful composers of the music you heard today. So thank you very much for coming today. We're going to be in North Chelmsford late August. I believe it's August 21st, but you can go on their website and check it out. And we're going to be all around. So please go to our website, womeninworldjazz.net, or like us on Facebook, like to spread the word. Next year, we're celebrating a very important milestone. Anyone know what that is? Other than the election. So we're celebrating 100 years for women's right to vote. Let's hear a big cheer for that. And for this event, we're going to put together a special program, and we're going to include youth women in world jazz. The pioneer of this youth you've seen right here on my right, Ayla Kobe. So if you know talented young women or young girls that would like to join us, please let us know. You can contact us on our website. We're putting together this special band to go along with the older, more mature band. So without further ado, let's do Calypso of Hope. Lori.
Your part goes like this. I'll sing it first, and then you can sing it back to me, to us. Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Jump for joy. Jump for joy. Excellent. I saw jumping too. Take a stand.
Take a stand.
Lift your voice.
Lift your voice.
It'll come around a few times, so if you don't get it the first time, don't worry about it.
And you're going to sing it with us, okay? All right.
Let's do it one more time without the calling response.
So, start with clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Jump for joy.
Jump for joy. Take a stand.
Voice.
Lift your voice.
Great moment for harmony, too, if you like the harmony. Right there.
Love it.
All right.
I know it can be. Someday we will all see. Somehow we will learn from our mistakes. We're only human if we can't forgive. Truly live and let live. We will know how blessed it is to be so free. Ready to go. Clap your hands. Jump for joy. Take a stand. Lift your voice. We will come one way. We will cancel the day. Tolerance will lead us a long way. Diane Hefner on saxophone, clarinet, all kinds of wind stuff over there. Ayla Kobe. Come on, give her a hand. Laurie Goldsmith on guitar. Diane Gately on drums. And our fearless leader on bass and vocals, Miss Tal Shalom Kobe. My name is Candy Rose. Nashua for having us. And we hope to see you again very soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it can breathe. Someday we will all see. Somehow we will learn from our mistakes. We're only human if we can forgive. Truly live and admit. We will know how blessed it is to be. So come on, sing it out. Clap your hands. Jump for joy. Take a stand. Lift your voice. So sing our name. We will capture the day. Tolerance will lead us along the way. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you very much, Nashua. We got some CDs for sale right here on our table. If you're interested, Calypso of Hope is right there on that. Thank you very much. We'd love to see you again in one of our future shows.